Then next topic, of course, like going to this like a distance word, right? これ、それ、あれ、どれ Then この、その、あの、どの He next explained the place word. Okay, place word 何ですか
Okay, あれ、あそこ、ここ。
あそこ、ここ
そこ。
はい、いいですね。じゃあ行きましょう。プレイスワードのところ、16分58秒。
Section is here and there, which means, well, never mind what this means. On we go, here and there in Japanese. So once again, you'll notice that these look very similar to this and that, both of them. They all start with ko, so, a, and do, which signifies close to someone else, in the distance, or WH question, right? But for locations, we end with ko. So koko means here. Soko means there, next to somebody else, or near somebody else, rather. Asoko means there, but near nobody that is in the conversation, in the distance. Doko means where. You're going to use doko all the time, so you shouldn't have a problem. You might in the beginning, of course, because it's hard to memorize new vocabulary in the beginning for everyone, I think. But you're going to use it so frequently, especially if you ever come to Japan, and sort of make an effort to ask people where things are or talk to people, that doko will be. You'll have no problems with it. Doko is where. Where's the toilet? Most important sentence. Toire wa doko desu ka? All right, so some super simple questions, or not questions, sentences.
はい、super important, easy question is ここはどこですかそこはどこですかあそこはどこですかトイレはどこですかはい。So he explained this order, like the course, the first letter represents very important distance information, and you just combine the second letter here, ko represents place. Then you can have this word, ここ、そこ、あそこ、どこ。はい、いいですね。Do you have any question or thought?
Andy san often says, amigo. What's mean? Amigo.
Really?
Amigo.
When did he say that?
I have here. Amigo.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Interesting.
So just now,
Just now?
どこからかけましたか？どこから流しましたか？今。何分から流したか覚えてます？
今流したところは、一番最初は16分58秒から流したけど、
そこから流してみてください。
いきますよ。
Is here and there, which means, well, never mind what this means. On we go. Here and there.
これ。Amigo.
I think he say, and here we go.
Here we go. Amigo って聞こえる。Here we go. Okay.
じゃあ、and のあってさ、アップルのあでしょ ?and here we go. No, and here we go. And here we go. わからんけど、you know, it is not like a ears, like a listening ability, what you required actually. Like the kind of like a context. People have some certain idea, like what people would say the next moment. Then, like automatically, if you're not, you couldn't hear clearly. You just fill in that blank with the context because you already have some certain input. That's why input is important. And that for me, I thought this is the case. He should say, "Here we go."
Okay.
And I'm sorry. Did I play like a normal speed? Oh yeah, it is normal. Yeah, and I usually play 1.25% or something. That's why, if I couldn't hear much, then I just, like consider, okay, probably that he would say.
Okay.
But if you really want to hear, it's another way of saying, like make it slower. That's of course it's very important things for language learner. Let's try. Here we go.
Okay.
Well, never mind what this means. We go. Here and there in Japanese.
Oh, still so fast. We go. I don't know.
Okay. And here we go. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't hear H sound at all. Amigo.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah, he didn't say that.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
はい、ここはどこですか？そこはどこですか？あそこはどこですか？ It's just straightforward. You just get used to this call, so, do, then combine the second letter. Then you have this so many words. Yay! ですね。Okay, the remaining is he just exploring a lot of sentences with the context. And for example, here, one of the sentences about greeting, すみません。すみません、いきましょう。ただん。
あそこです。ここですか？そこです。Alright, so let's go over this one by one. すみません。
すみません。
Excuse me. The most useful word in Japanese. You can use it for everything. For getting the attention of a clerk. For getting the attention of a waiter. For saying excuse me when you bump into someone on the train. Saying sorry when you do something wrong. すみません。Excuse me. はい。
はい。What's the situation you would say? Andy さん mentioned すみません。いつ使うって言いましたか？
すみません。
Although he ended up just giving this translation, excuse me, but he also mentioned when to use the situation, which situation, don't know situation.
I'm sorry.
One, getting attention from clerk or staffs. 店員さんの注意が欲しいときと言いましたね。The second, bump into someone. 誰かとぶつかったとき。I think this example really useful because this is really different usage. Getting someone information, すみません. And bumping someone, you wouldn't imagine like you're gonna say same things. What? I don't know. Yeah, すみません. Like if you cannot bump, you just say it and get attention. But if you accidentally get someone else's attention, you also say すみません, right? Bump into someone. Yeah, すみませんについて説明してましたね。それから another word.
いらっしゃいませ。
いらっしゃいませ。
Welcome. But you wouldn't say this when you're welcoming someone into your house. This is welcome to my store, basically. You'll hear it going into almost every shop in Japan, every convenience store, every restaurant. いらっしゃいませ. You probably will not need to use this word anytime soon, but it is a vocabulary word in Genki Lesson 2.
Yeah, he didn't see much importance いらっしゃいませ in the Genki Lesson 2. And he even mentioned, what's the meaning of いらっしゃいませ, Yukiko-san?
Welcome.
Welcome. Yes, that he said. And when it is used in Japanese language?
So the someone coming to the shop, coming to the restaurant. The staff says, いらっしゃいませ。
いらっしゃいませ. And when he said, you wouldn't say.
Wouldn't say.
Yeah.
Go back to. So they left, the customer left? No? They left the restaurant.
When you wouldn't say, いつ言わない。You wouldn't say, you wouldn't say. あなたはこの言葉を言いません。When you wouldn't say. He said, you wouldn't say welcoming someone into your house.
Into your house. Yeah. He said, yes. He said.
Okay. What did you think about his?
But so we say いらっしゃい.
Yes.
いらっしゃい. Mase is like so more formal. Become formal. But so drop mase. So we can hear like informal. Right?
So you don't agree, right? You don't agree. You
Yeah.
don't agree. You don't hear. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, Andy-san probably have a less case, like being invited by someone else into their house. But actually, いらっしゃい is pretty like a straightforward, welcoming word. But what you don't hear is this mase. Okay, what is this mase?
Mase is masu.
Exactly. Mase's conjugation. That's why it's polite. It doesn't fit when you invite someone into your house because you want to welcoming, you want to be friend better. You don't want to make a distance. You don't put mas conjugation. However, いらっしゃい itself is a pretty common word to welcoming people.
Yes.
So it was very interesting, like a perspective, like how you like. Andy-san, see. Oh, Andy-san is okay. I see.
So the customer friend said, お邪魔します。
お邪魔します。そうですね。お邪魔しいらっしゃい。お邪魔します。That's a pair word. Okay. 他にもこんな言葉を紹介しています。何かと話していて、言葉に詰まったとき行きましょう。
Because I knew nothing about Japanese when I got here. Alright, derailed again. 四つ葉島はどこですか？is an interjection, I think. It means the same thing as the English. So Japanese people will use this all the time, just like we use So you should learn to say for when you're speaking Japanese because it makes you sound super natural. If you're saying 四つ葉島はどこですか? It doesn't sound
Okay. Oh, hold on, ちょっと待って。
natural at all. Instead, if you say 四つ葉島はどこですか? Now, obviously, you'll be thinking about it. So, if you're thinking about saying in English, you probably won't say but you should think about saying in Japanese because it makes you sound more natural.
そうですね。その通りです。もし考えてて何か言いたいことを思い浮かべないときは、と言わないでください。はい。これが英語の人が言う言葉ですね。This is English speaker's pillar. はい。アンティさん、この言葉を使ってましたね。interjection。interjection。使ったことある？
I don't use that.
Right. Me too. I've never assigned this word in my dictionary. 今調べました。I googled it. Interjection is actually, this is also the grammatical term. で、これはI learned this word when I was in middle school student. 感動詞。
感動詞。
感動詞。この言葉聞いたことある。interjection。とか、なんか間に入れる言葉だね。関東詞。もう関東詞ですよ。あとね、簡単詞も出てくる。
簡単詞も出てくる。
関東詞、簡単詞。でも私、簡単詞の方がよく使ったかな。簡単詞。嘘 like that. はい、いいですね。インタージェクションを紹介します。I think this kind of technique is super important. when it comes to having a conversation with people, as Andy-san mentioned, if you want to sound more natural, you should really use this kind of technique word, like,
Mm.
と and instead of saying, Japanese people might not notice, like, wow, he said, such a falling sound. We don't say it like that. Just, we feel more comfortable. We hear it instead of,
Mm.
yeah, just like, we don't notice much if you use but you just gives us some like signals. I'm foreigner kind of, I'm a different culture's person, like kind of. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay, and we're gonna have 6 minutes left. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Another next important topic here go over is shoes.